Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker meteorologist Grace Anello with 31 Triple Doppler.
Well, Grace, you've been warning us of some bumpy weather the next few days. Do we have any idea on the timing of that and when it can arrive here?
Yeah, so tomorrow it's actually an almost all-day threat. It's going to first push into the shoals around 4:30 and 5 a.m. and it's probably not going to leave the area until about 7:30.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of round after round of storms. As for today, we are trending drier in general, but 4:48 on your Tuesday, we're waking up to the tiniest bit of rain. It's in Waynesboro, Tennessee. It is tracking north and east, so it will get out of our area pretty quickly. It's not going to impact most of us. We could see some spotty rain today, but we are no longer in a true severe weather risk. At this point yesterday when we spoke, we were about 50% of us were in that green level 1 out of 5. New this morning, that threat has shifted west towards Oklahoma, towards Arkansas. We're just barely on the fringe edge of that level 1 out of 5. So for Waterloo as well as for Waynesboro and Collinwood, you are in that level 1 out of 5. But it's certainly not something I would lose sleep over for today. We will see that early morning rain get out of our system probably within the next 45 minutes to an hour or so, which means for most all of us as we're heading out the door to school and work, conditions are dry, and we do even have pockets of sunshine. As we move towards this afternoon, we'll start to see a mix of partly to mostly cloudy skies, depending on where you call home. We'll see a few clusters of rain develop while the rest of us do stay dry, and then those will quickly get out of our way, leaving us with drier conditions for the remainder of the evening. Out the door right now, temperatures are sitting right near 70, so it's a mild time to take the dog on a walk. I say go for it. We are seeing that mix of clouds and sun. By this afternoon, because of less rain and that cloud cover not pushing in until close to lunchtime, if not shortly thereafter, we will get a whole lot warmer. Yesterday we were sitting in the mid 80s. Today we're at nearly 90. That rain is much more isolated, more few and far between, so it's not cooling us down quite as much. As we move towards tomorrow, that is the heavy hitter of the week, and we've been talking about this one since yesterday. This level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk is in effect for every last one of us in the Tennessee Valley. Your greatest threat is still gusty wind. However, we could also see some large hail tomorrow, and a tornado cannot entirely be ruled out. Is a tornado our greatest threat? No. However, is it completely off the table that one could occur? Also, no. It's something that I'm monitoring. I don't want you to be nervous or scared this morning, but I do want you to have the information, have a safety plan in place, and make sure you're staying weather aware tomorrow. Your wind and your hail, those are your two greatest threats for tomorrow. So here's your time frame for Wednesday morning. By the time you wake up in the shoals, this line of rain and storms is already in your neck of the woods, pushing into the area around 4:30 and 5 a.m. It will cross over I-65 by about 6:30 in the morning on Wednesday. So if you're headed to the Arsenal real early or Research Park or commuting on I-65 tomorrow morning, that's something that could impact you. If I were you, I would leave a little bit earlier or a little bit later so that you're not on the road when this first round moves through. We will have a second round of storms that that first round of storms pushes into Sand Mountain by about 8:30, but is immediately followed by a second round. This one a little bit different angle, but stretches into southern Tennessee and Lauderdale County by about 11:30 tomorrow morning. Take a look. This is 3 p.m. on your Wednesday. We are covered in rain and stormy activity. Again, wind and hail are your greatest threats. This will stick with us through dinner time, kind of taper off at that point, and then get out of our system by bedtime. Very quickly, I am tracking 2 developments in the Atlantic. This, of course, is Gabrielle, major hurricane tracking east, not a problem for us. We do have these 2 systems that are potentially developing south and east of San Juan. So that is what I will be keeping my eyes on next and what those will do, how they will impact going forward. By Thursday, we're looking at a little bit of morning rain, and then we will dry out. Friday and this weekend is looking really, really lovely.